I did on Monday, and then I slept
Okay,
in yesterday and today.
for sure. I was talking to him a little while ago just about pips or about percentages and stuff.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
Yeah, it seems like my word and expertise is getting around a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I've been talking to Paul about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I would have listened
I
when
don't
he
know if he's
told
the
me
one that,
2 months ago.
yeah, I don't know if he's the one that like kind of told you about the whole percentage thing, but
I knew about it. I just never really listened. I
yeah,
thought I could do it without it. And
yep.
yo, what up, Nathan? All right, we're live. So
What kind of stuff was he saying, Mike?
So we were doing a lot of like talking back and forth, but here, this was my error. So basically, in terms of risk, I was risking say anywhere from like 1.5 to like 4% per trade. And I was just very inconsistent. So one trade, I would do like 1 or 2%, and it'd be a smaller lot size, obviously, when you're risking less, and that would be the trade that I win, right? And then like say take last night or I think the night before, for example, and I would take a trade at say 4%, right? That would be the one that I lose. So then at the end of the day, it's like your losses are more riskier than the ones that you won. So that's why I was coming out like negative in the overall week, if that makes sense. So basically, what he said is just keeping the daily percentage like the exact same. So if you say you're risking, 2%, do 2% for every single trade, no matter what. Obviously, your stop loss matters depending on where you're placing it and whatnot, and that determines your lot size. But just keeping your percentage of risk the exact same for every trade that you take.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Have you have you seen that compounding calculator spreadsheet that's in the like Forex family, where if you get,
Oh
let's
yeah,
say you got $1,000, you get 5% every day, and
yep,
what that would end up being in like 60 days.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the compounding is definitely how people make their money. And I kind of like what Paul said the other night is like the runners is really where you're going to make your money. And to be honest, I have a problem with closing my runners, and I'll be the first to admit that. So my thought is like I'm gonna take my first position at 10 pips no matter what. Even if I see this thing going to 20, 30 pips, I'm just gonna secure the 10, and then the next one is gonna be the runner. I'm
Yeah,
not really
because
too sure. Go ahead. Or not. I'm not really too sure who said what their outlook on gold was, or they
that was me.
wanted to know anything. This is my bias, basically, where it's currently at basically 1555 for 515 currently. I see it breaking this current support, dropping down to at least 1553, 350. If you go on the 1 hour and draw a clean trend line, it'll bounce off that area, and then we'll hit 1560 around there to basically fill that candle on the left hand side, 1560.081. But I was gonna hit it clean with 1560. But that's what I see. So I'm looking at shorting this for, see how many pips this is. About like 15 or so. 10, 15 pips.
Okay.
Gives me confirmation to break this current support. Because it's starting to go ahead, and we're gonna go and fill that this weekly candle, weekly wick fill, like I was talking about on Sunday,
To the downside.
for the upside.
Okay, I got you. Okay, yeah. So wait. Yeah. So GJ might come down today. If we close below that 287, we could probably get quick sells, but I'm gonna wait for buys.
Yeah, I would wait for buys as well. We rallied pretty hard today.
Yeah.
What was this? It was like a 50 pip move, I believe. From Yeah, it was like a 50, 55 pip move today.
Yeah. What up, Felipe?
So,
Yeah, I still think GJ's gonna head to the upside, but
oh yeah,
did Trump sign the phase one deal today? So yen could be really strong for this session. Um, but if anything, I feel like that's just gonna give us a better buy entry. Yep, yeah, Wanted is respecting that level too. I have that marked, but
Yeah, but if the yen's going to be strong, Paul, wouldn't that mean that this is going to drop because GBP? Well,
Yeah, that would mean GJ would drop. Yeah, if the yen is strong. But
yeah,
is it going to be strong enough to break this like uptrend we got going? I don't know. Because I mean, if we break below here, I think sells would make sense. But if we get below like 143.087, I think sells would make sense. But I think we're gonna either pull back at 287 or we're gonna pull back at 198 because then we'll kind of be maintaining that bullish structure. So, but if you took the trade on the flip candle like the strategy suggests, you're probably up a good amount of pips right now.
bro, I was so considering getting in right at that 30-minute flip at the top. I would have been up like 11 pips right here.
Yeah, it made a lower high, so it made sense.
Yeah, I was hoping it would actually like run through it or at least come down a little bit, and then we'll be looking for that buy.
Yeah, yeah. If we get above 497, guys, we are heading to 723 extremely nicely. But kind of what I'm seeing, I'm gonna have to say this again, but this bullish candle right here made a high above here, which would have been our previous 4 hours right here. So I think once we find a support, we're going to continue up and test that level. And then, in my opinion, I think we're going to break it and head up to 723. So, what up, Johnny?
Yep.
What up, Mike? Oh,
Agreed
it's
here.
you. Iron Man bias is buys today. I think sells you could definitely get short term, but I'm going to wait for the buys. Because I think we should maintain this bullish structure and follow the momentum of London and New York to the upside. So once we get a bullish 30-minute giving us support, I think we'll be set.
Yo, if you look to the left, it could even be at this area that we are right here because that was the previous resistance, you know?
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. At 287, right where it's at right now, is where we could form that support. But that candle did break below, so unless that's a fake out and it respects that, then it's going to head down to either 087 or that 200 area.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. Just got to wait. What up, Syndicate? Cameron? In a sell. Yep, yeah, sells will work. I just think long term we're going to have a better buy opportunity later tonight.
Yeah, I went ahead and took my short on gold.
Hello?
Kind of aggressive, but
Yeah, but you talk
all
to
this
me,
injection up here, the top hand side.
Like, I got a surprise.
Hold on, John. Yo, come on, guys. Mute your mics when you come in. Not trying to hear your phone calls. Yeah, just unmute yourself again, John.
Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rejections of that, basically the previous 30-minute candles. And so I'm going to go ahead and just basically put an entry in for it to break that support and head down to, what's my take profit, is 1553.60.
Oh,
you're taking gold down.
Yeah, I'm taking gold shorts.
Okay, yeah. That would make sense for GJ to go up then.
Yeah, I have an entry in currently now, so I'm going to wait for it to print some more good stuff, and then I'll enter another position based off that, or if it just shoots down, it shoots down.
Nice. I like it.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, let's try to get to 200 today. We got up to 196, so tweet it out, Instagram it out, Snapchat it out. You can tag me. Instagram's in the top right. Let's see if we can hit 200 today and maybe 1,000 subscribers as well.
This could be the fastest we've ever had 80 people on under 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's been coming in quick.
Let's see, can we do 110? We got a minute left. I
I might.
posted it up.
Mine
Swipe up link on it.
mine says we've been live for 10 minutes 40 seconds.
Oh, okay, mine's finished now. Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real fast.
God, I want to see if support's not being formed here now. Because if it goes below 250 to me, then you would see the 4 hour is going to flip bearish. And then we could probably come down at least about 20 points.
Yeah, I want this to create a good support right here. I don't think there's any need to rush this trade because we're definitely going to catch some pips if we break. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be looking for buys yet because we don't know when it's going to turn around.
Yeah, just let it happen first.
Yeah, and my thought is if we've rejected it 5 times in the last couple of days, eventually it's going to have to break out. So that 143.44 area or 143 above 400 ish, our previous 30-minute wick was higher than the other 30-minute wicks on the left hand side. So if we can break past that, I mean that's a clear at least a 30 pip move. As of right now, I would just wait right now for it to either A, form a support, or B, it's going to continue down until it creates a support, and then it'll turn around. Yeah, I mean, even if we look at it on a 1 hour, this 1 hour technically hasn't broken the low of the last 1 hour. It's kind of trying to push down right now, but there's no confirmations for a buy. It passed the body, but now it's kind of going down to the bottom wick. Lazard, did you get into you got into a sell off that 30-minute flip at the top there, the bearish 30-minute flip? Yeah, I mean, depends on how much you're up, but I would definitely put stop loss to break even if you're over, 10 pips or so. It's always good to, secure and make sure that you're safe in your trade. Especially with GJ, we've seen it so many times where it'll act like it's on a little trend here, even a mini trend going down, it'll be bearish, and then we'll just see a big, 5-minute or 15-minute wick up about 15, 20 pips, and then boom, you're out of your trade. So I think it's always good to just put it at break even once you're past your 10 pips, or take profit if you're comfortable with that.
patient when we test those.
Yo. What up, Mark? That was probably Mike speaking. Yep.
Yeah, that was me. I tried to put my Instagram in there, but I kept changing it to Mike Smith, and then they would stop and then put CEO. 100+ people. There you go. 15 minutes.
Yep.
That's a first.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean the quickest definitely. Last time we had 100, we were at like over 35 minutes.
Oh, okay. No, Ted's not
I
on.
think it's because
Ted will be on though. He's gonna come on in the next week or two. We talked earlier today, but he's not here today. Wick fell to 200 people. There we go, Lucas. I like that. But you gotta remember, price just made a high. So once we get a higher low, we are gonna go back up to that high, and in my opinion, I think we're gonna break it. I think this will be the candle that flips. Thank you, Pips Don't Lie. Appreciate the like.
I was thinking the same thing, Paul. After this 30-minute closes.
Yeah, because if you look on where it's at right now, I think these two right here could be a fake out, and our zone is actually like right here, which is kind of what we're bouncing off of right now. So if this one flips here, we're gonna head up and get a really nice trade today.
And it will be 6 o'clock.
And it will be 6 o'clock. So then we will hopefully, if this one finishes bullish, the hourly should finish bullish, and give us our move we're waiting on. OR, if you want to take a sell, you can definitely take sells. I'm waiting for buys. So if it drops down 40, 50 pips, 20 pips, I'm still going to be waiting for buys. So just if you look on the higher time frames, the monthly, the weekly, daily, and the 4 hour, we're very bullish. What's the story of Wicks Don't Lie? Ted mentored Raja. Well, yeah, Ted mentored Rakeel, and then Rakeel came up with his name, Wicks Don't Lie. The delay, I think, is about a minute, and I think it's just because of the internet. I don't actually have a delay on at all. So I think it's just the internet lag.
Alright, it's looking good now.
Yeah. Let's see what the 15 looks like. Yeah. So we could take the 15 if we get a good close.
Able to change the color on your screen of that blue
Which blue?
where it says, because I can hardly read where it says London live stream.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to.
Talked about changing it to white or something.
Yeah, I forgot to. I can't do it till I close it.
Yeah, you're good. I was just letting you know if you want to write it down for when you get off or tomorrow.
Yeah, just remind me when we're done. I'm thinking if we get a bullish close here on the 15, we could be good to go up. Oh, I forgot to check news.
Where would the stop be, though?
Below the 15-minute candle.
Below the 15?
Yeah, that's what I would do too.
Was that like 2 or 3 pips?
Yeah, it'd be a really nice our trade.
For your spread. Yeah.
Yep, yeah, I'm moving soon. So if you guys can read the top right, I don't know how clear it looks on your side. February 2nd, we will be in 1080p. So, news 550.
Yeah.
JPY news at 550.
Look at that next time though. 701 for me for GBP.
Oh yeah, mine says 601.
Bro, I don't think I've ever seen an 01 time.
Rick's house price balance. Huh. What up, Black Falcons? Yeah, no, I'm not moving into a mansion. Just a cute little apartment. Nice, realistic, homey apartment.
Nice realistic trade house.
Yeah, maybe a trading mansion in the future. But
Bro, that'd be so big.
yeah, but then, see, I don't even like. Even if trading did make me like incredibly wealthy. Hold on, I think I might take this. I'm gonna just mark it.
What's going on there, buddy?
Yo. Oh, my computer's lagging. Fuck. Come on, don't. Piece of shit. If this thing would stop lagging, I could take a fucking entry. Three pips. We'll just say 4.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
got in.
You got in?
Yeah, I got in. I got fucking terrible entry. I got 31.
I'm in as well.
Yeah, I didn't get in yet. I'm gonna wait for a bottom wick. Alright, I got 1 in. Alright, I got him in. 298.
Yeah, I should have waited for a little pullback there, but kind of jumped the gun. Spread is high, insane. I only had a 1 pip spread. I just got in on that top of that wick, so I was at technically 30, 143.303, and then I had 1 pip spread, so it went up to 143.310.
Yeah, my spread is at 1. So. Oh, and I put the wrong lot size in. God damn it.
Having a rough day, Paul.
I know.
What'd y'all get in on?
GJ buys. 298 and 297 were my entries. So We'll see. Could just fucking fly down again. Yep, there it goes. God damn it. Man, come on. Well, 0 for 1. Wait for a 30-minute. 15 minutes on some bullshit. Yeah, news. LMFX had a 1-0 spread. Man, I felt real good about fucking Asian today.
Still got time, dude.
30-minute.
Yeah, if you look at the 1 hour, you can see it just breaking the zone area that we broke close.
Yeah,
I had my stop below the previous 1 hour wick.
gotcha.
I did the same.
I didn't. See what happens.
It was just kind of, that was just a risky entry.
Yeah. Yeah, looking for GJ buys. What up, Chris? Yeah, we probably should have waited for a 30-minute close, but we've had such good volume lately, I figured a 15-minute would do it. Yeah, you should definitely go to LMFX. It's super low on the zero account. It's pretty much no spread. 1 pip is like the biggest you'll ever have, and then you just pay a commission. So it's pretty nice. I think I'm about to stop trading the 15-minute. I think every 15-minute trade we took this week I lost. You could have spoke up on the safer stop loss though.
I said it was only 2 or 3 pips.
Yeah, I mean I lost 2 pips, and then 4 pips. Yeah, it was a tight stop, but I mean I figured if we were gonna go up, it shouldn't have broke the low of the 15-minute. Chris, you can come and Zoom. It's in the private group. Okay.
I'm gonna laugh if this goes up now, dude. If this is where it creates support.
Don't you dare laugh. If it just flies up and doesn't flip bullish nicely, I'm gonna be mad that you didn't tell me to check the hourly.
Are you out of the trade?
Yeah.
Yeah, me as well.
Yep.
247. Let me see where I have my stops.
You're bearish
Yeah,
on
dude, I had
GJ.
stopped.
Okay.
I put stops at 249, so I barely got tapped.
Yeah, mine was at 250. Still in profit for the day though, so it's okay. No emotions, buddy. No emotions.
Check again right now.
Yeah, it could be a good bag, Rohan. I'm not gonna flip though, cause there's only 6 minutes left, and it's been running really fucking slow today. So it took me like a minute and a half to place a um buying chart and place a stop loss. So, but if it looks good for buys, bro, just take the buys. Currently doing emails. Okay, that's fine. 5:15 created an evening star doji. Okay. Yeah, if that's your sell, bro, take it. I mean, it could drop a little bit more before we get buys, but once we get a bullish 30 minute, um, then I'm gonna take those buys. I'm gonna write that down. No 15 in Asian session.
I think last week we took all entries off 15 though, and they worked out fine because they were flying. This week has not been good for it.
No, I've lost every single one on the 15 minute.
Hello, guys. How are you?
What up? Would have been better
What's
if
up, Paul?
What's up, Raja?
Hey, what's up?
be better if I wasn't 0-1 in Asian again.
Oh.
I took that 15 minute bullish candle, and I think the 30 could close bullish, but
But you always say the 30-minute flip. What happened?
no, I didn't take it based on the flip. I don't do the flip in Asian.
Oh, okay.
It's not tested enough, and there's not enough volume for Asian session. But
Yeah.
it created that 15 minute support at the same resistance previously, so I figured we'd respect it. But
Yeah, no. Yeah, 15 minute is a very weak confirmation time frame.
yeah, especially for Asian, I think.
Yeah. I mean, if a support is formed here in the 30-minute, then there's a very good chance we're going to continue to 143, 400.
Yep.
Hey Raja,
Hi, how are you?
how are you, Raja?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. Just hoping in the Asian section.
Nice, man. Very nice.
Here, my friend Paul is doing a great job. Congratulations.
Yeah, Paul is doing a really good job.
What up?
Like I wanted to start back with the Asian sessions, but then I was afraid Paul might punch my teeth in, so I just stopped.
I mean, you're always welcome on here.
That's right.
That's right.
Yep. Raja Roham says don't miss gold buy. 4-hour ranging on GJ. Let me check. I disagree with you on the 4-hour.
Gold is ranging so far. It's in a box.
Yeah. For GJ's 4-hour Roham, I see the 4-hour candle made a higher high above like a ton of other 4-hour candles. So I think once we find a support, we're going to head back up there and then head up to 497. I'm going to get it marked just in case. Not entering till the close though, guys. Just marking it so I'm prepared.
Yeah, I like how the 1 hour is rejecting it.
Yeah, we just need to get a good bullish close. I'm gonna go 5 pip stop this time.
Good idea.
Yeah, 3 pips was too tight apparently.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, so I have an unrelated question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if someone can answer this. Before this candle closes, so I went to the gym in the morning. And I did back and biceps. And after that, I had a protein shake, like a very heavy, good protein shake, like almost 4 hours ago. and I'm gonna eat sushi right now. So is that good?
Oh yeah, you said an hour ago.
No, I had a protein shake 4 hours ago.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
sushi's good.
Yeah, that's
it's
it, dude.
Yeah.
good calories, right?
Oh yeah, sushi's normally what I get for like a cheat meal if I get one. But I haven't got one of those in 4 weeks.
All right, I'm gonna get a California crunch roll then.
Sounds pretty delicious.
Good choice.
Yeah. Come on, we need a good strong close here.
Come on, good, strong, bullish close. Come on. Come on.
Mm. 30 seconds. Gosh, I'm super excited. Not closing very strong. Mm.
Kind of a weird close there.
Yeah, I liked it on the 15.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching it on too.
Mm. I think I'm gonna take it.
Take it if when the candle turns bullish.
What's up?
Say take it when the candle turns bullish.
Oh, I got in 285. So a little bit smaller of a stop too. How did the hourly close? Mm.
Yeah, gold stop me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's breaking out of that little box. It's going.
Gold is going up then?
Yeah, it's going up right now.
Mm.
When I see a consolidation box or just a ranging area, I'll draw a box around it, basically from the high of the, not all the wicks, but the high of the most touched wicks, and then I'll drop it down and do the same. I call it Pandora's box. So once it breaks out of this box, it usually comes back to retest this box, and then pops right back to the same direction it was heading.
Gotcha. What up, Java? No pips secured yet, Sebastian. Hoping this bullish one will be respected and will continue. We just need to make the higher low so we can get a higher high. Because those 2 15 minutes kinda, that last one made a higher high and a higher low. So if we break that previous 15-minute high, I think we'll be good.
Is there any background noise coming from my end?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, cool.
I think you're good.
Are you in, Paul?
Yep, I'm in. I got in at 285. Alright, come on, let's 15, break the high, and then I think we're set. Yep, okay. I think we should be good.
30-minute just broke the high.
Yep. Yep. So I'm up 2 pips. hopefully we can continue up and get a nice move. Yeah, I think we should get that wick fill.
On the hour.
Yeah, 15 or 30 minute. Yeah, what does the hourly look like? Yep, yeah, hourly too. So same wick. Okay, did you get in?
He's eating a sushi, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
He probably got in, but he didn't tell us like yesterday.
Yeah, he was probably down there at 250.
Ooh, let's go, baby. I think we could get 497 tonight.
Got in at like 29.
Yeah, when you look at the hour, it looks more. The previous 1 hour closed above 280. And when you look to the left for those hour candle closes, it closed above. That's what I want to see.
I kind of have a good feeling about Asian tonight.
I think we'll get a nice move to the upside. Yeah.
So if it breaks above, is this these where your lines are? If it breaks around 143, 400, it'll go up to around 143, 49.
I think we're gonna see a wick fill. If we get past the wick, we're gonna get to 143, 497. If we get above there, we have clean traffic up to 143, 720. So hopefully we will continue to the upside.
So would you say at 143, 400 is best to either take profits or take partials or put it in break even when it gets to that level?
I'm gonna take profit at 442, which is almost that wick fill, and then maybe let a runner go depending on how well we're moving. So if it takes 30, 45 minutes to get up there, I'm gonna just take the 15 pips and get out. If we fly up there this 30-minute candle, I might let a runner do a thing or two. As our daily is bullish with a higher high, so I'm thinking we should. I mean, we could potentially on the daily get up to 144 even. So the hourly is going up. Okay, 4 hour. I mean, this could work out real nice. Johnny, the commission's different. Depends on changes with the lot size. So it depends on how big or small your trades are. Marcos, I'm not going to put music on yet because when I was doing free copyrighted music, I kept getting copyright errors from YouTube. So I'm going to wait to download the stuff from YouTube and then I'll do it.
Damn, gold is treating me nice right now.
Did it drop again?
No, I'm in buy. It's going fucking up, dude.
Doesn't that mean GJ has to go down then?
Yeah.
That's what I
At least
heard.
I think that's the correlation. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't think gold and GJ have correlation at all, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea, but that's what I heard. I'm gonna go break even once we get up. I don't know, 10 pips. I'll probably go break even. Johnny, yeah, it's different for every lot size. So if you're taking one lot, it's gonna be bigger than taking like a 0.1 or a 0.05. So, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Hopefully this will continue nicely. Oh, here we go. Maybe I should wait.
Nice call, Paul.
Hey, you can't say that. You can't say that yet. We did not hit TP. Take it back.
I didn't say anything. I said nothing.
Uh-huh.
Watch it flip, dude. Actually, no, I didn't say anything.
You're about to get kicked from the group.
Bro, come on, man.
You start with that garbage. Alright, so I am up 8 pips. So I think that wick fill will happen real nice. I do gotta run to the bathroom though. And then we will chat.
Well done, guys. Good job.
Hey, I heard that.
Come on, DJ.
Yeah, we're currently at resistance right now. So if you can break this cleanly, we're in at 470.
Yeah, Rohan, we got safe targets, so I think we're good.
Yeah, I already placed my stop and profit, so I'm just gonna let this ride.
You in BE already?
What happened?
You already got your stops and profit?
Yes.
Damn, that was quick. Yeah, once we get above the bodies, I'm gonna go break even. Oh.
Yeah, my entry was 143, 300.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got in at 285 and 292.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go break even.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the rest run. Looking at the 1 hour, if it rejects under 350, I'm gonna just close and take my profit.
Yeah, I secured 10.
I got 9 on it.
Nice. If we break that little bearish 15-minute high. Oh, yep, there it goes.
Yes, Akeem, nice stop placement, bro. I didn't get quite that deep, but it was pretty close. I think it was like right at 10 pips where I put mine.
God dang.
You gotta hit him with the kill. Holy.
Come on, baby, pump.
You have a runner in, Paul?
Yep, yeah, I closed 10 and... Damn, man, don't pull back, go up. Go up, girl.
Gotta take a breather.
Nobody got
That was a
time.
pretty strong push-up.
Ain't nobody got time for. I'm gonna go to the 5 minute and get it better. Okay. Pump, baby, pump.
I caught my 10 and my daily, so I'm out.
Go on, push up a little bit. So yeah, the next little spike up, I'm gonna get out if we get it.
What does Raja say? Always take profits.
Yep. Yeah, I secured 10 and a fifth.
Get it, man.
Come on, give us a little 2-3 pip jump and then I'm out. That was the 4 hour doing. Alright, I'm out. There we go. Beautiful.
Nice.
That was 10 and 14. 13.
Watch, it's gonna shoot up.
That's okay with me.
All right.
The first one I lost on, I still had profit from this morning, so then I made that back, and I actually made an additional 9 pips on top of that. So
Nice, man.
actually an additional 14 pips. I can't count. So
Numbers are complicated.
34 pips today, not bad. I will take it, especially since Sunday really fucked me up. Sunday I went down like, whoa, I don't know, I think it was like 27% I went down on Sunday. It was it was rough. We took 3 losses in a row, and because the stops were so tight, I was able to have bigger lots in, and it just smashed stop loss every single time.
15 minutes, looking like it could push up more.
Yeah, I think if we go to 723, I'm gonna be a little upset, but I'm happy with a winning session. So if you guys got your runners in, I think secure something at 497, and then if we get above that, 723 is gonna be a really good target. So, yep. See you there, Felipe. See you, Java. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. The sound is perfect. Okay, yeah. I kind of try to yell. Damn, baby.
What's up, Monty?
One more pip, then it's close in mine.
Nice. Don't get greedy, bro. Make sure you secured something.
I got 11.
Yep. Thanks, Raul. I believe that was an appropriate time to say good call because we closed everything and we made profit. So, if you guys like that, you made some money, give you my Venmo. You can send me 50%. We'll call it even. No, if you just press subscribe and the like button, that's all you got to do for me. I was really hoping we'd hit the 1,000 mark today. I think we needed 80 new subscribers, so
Dang.
I think hopefully we'll be close. But if you made some money and you liked what we were doing, just press that like button and subscribe button for me. And if you're feeling really generous, my Instagram is on the top right. You can actually take a picture of the trade or what you won and tag me, and I will share that and more than likely follow you. So, not that you care if I follow you, but I feel like out of respect and appreciation, I will follow you back. So,
Thank you, Paul, for the Asian session. Was great, bro.
yeah,
Those guys went into the moon.
you're welcome. We did it all without.
I secured 9 pips.
Nice, bro. We did it all without Rakil's input. It was so scary at first.
Dude, who's your kill?
Yeah, you're right.
That
I don't know who that is.
Wicks don't what?
Well, actually, this wick didn't lie, so we can't. I don't think we can clown on him for that one. Thank you, Sarin. Yeah, if you guys like this and you are trading the London session, Mr. Trade with Monty will be doing that. I don't know if you can read it, but it's in the bottom left-hand corner of the stream. Otherwise, if you look on my suggested channels, he's right there. And you can go get some pips with him and listen to his cool accent. Make sure you subscribe to him and Wicks Don't Lie if you're not already. We're kind of trying to take over the Forex live streaming, so hopefully we're all bringing value to all you guys.
Still going.
Yeah, I think I have a really strong gut feeling we're gonna get up to 723, but like I say, holding for like 40 to like 50, 60, 70 pips just makes me feel greedy.
Right.
So like to get 15 pips in a 15-minute candle like we did, to set that break even and then let it come back and stop me out just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially since I won this morning and then took a loss and then we won so much faster. I'd rather at least get back to break even for this session. So.
Do you ever trail stop, or do you just leave it at break even, or in a little bit of profit?
Well,
for instance, like if this 15 closed bullish and you were still in it, your runner anyways, would you put it just below that 15?
I'd put it in the middle. I'd put it probably at like my 4-hour level. So I'd put it just below. I'd probably put it at like 143, 350.
Okay.
Just because then we're above that 4-hour level.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean, because it could come back and retest that before it goes back up.
Yep, yeah, or the next 4-hour could come back and do that.
I guess.
Well, look who won again.
I lost the first time, but my stop was just too tight, I believe.
Yeah. No, this was awesome. I was just looking at the chart. The 30-minute closed bullish, and the next one just
took off.
Yeah.
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 I learned my lesson from this morning and gave a little bit more cushion and stayed alive.
There you go. Yeah, always, especially with GJ, depending on your broker, always gotta. It happened to me so many times where it would wick down to the same exact like depth, and then it would take off. And because my stop was right there, it would just take me out.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah, gotta give it some breathing room. Because I mean, if you give it an extra 2 pips on your stop, and you're shooting for like a 10 or 20 pip,
yeah,
you know, it's kind of worth the 2 pips.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, your analysis was freaking phenomenal. I loved it.
Hey, y'all ever had Texas Roadhouse though?
What's up?
Have y'all ever had Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah, we have one where I live.
Oh hell yeah!
Wow, what's up?
No, I'm just asking because I'm in Texas, so I didn't know if they were just in Texas or if they were throughout the U.S. or.
No, they have one in Alabama.
What part of Texas?
Oh, excuse me.
What part of Texas you in?
North of Boston.
Oh, right on. I'm originally from south of Dallas.
Oh, all right, cool.
Hey, Noah, my mom lives in Georgetown.
My grandma used to live in Georgetown.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Georgetown's like 30 minutes away from me.
Oh, right
Where
on.
are you at?
Where do I live?
Yeah.
Freaking Cedar Park.
Sounds familiar, actually.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes north of downtown Austin.
Right?
Yeah, thank you, Juan, Pips, Jay Blaze, and then who else said a really nice comment? Where was it? Yeah, Bolt. Definitely is kind of nerve-wracking. The first 4 days when we did this, like when I took the trade, I was like a little shaky because I was like, oh my god, this is way out of my comfort zone. And then the next day, it just got better and better. So then when I was trading on my own, when I do the London or New York session, I'm even more confident there when I'm by myself. So you guys being here and me doing this is actually helping me just as much as I hope it's helping you guys too. Damn, this thing is going to fucking go. I hate it when I close early, but I love it when my analysis is like spot on.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Paul.
Yo.
I just had a guy that messaged me and he's like, yo, bro, I got on the live stream first time. He goes, caught 10 pips and I love it. I was like, hell yeah, dude, so we do.
Sweet. Yeah,
If
you're
I
welcome,
didn't get
Morpheus.
by 0.5 pip on the first trade that I took, I got back in, but still, dude.
Yeah, we had the stops a little tight. It would have been nice for Sakeem to say, hey guys, maybe do this because of this. Instead of us getting stopped out and then he goes, yeah, you probably should have did this.
I know, I got like a 5 pip worse entry and I would have had a bigger trade in my first one, then I took my risk down.
Yeah.
Married I would have been if you would have had a
If only we could utilize hindsight in trading.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Where do you see a runner going to?
If we get anywhere above 497, like even the slightest wick above, we're going to 723.
Ooh, rejecting hard up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we even get to the line, I think we're going to fly past it. But getting to the line is going to be the issue. Because that was our... So for those of you that missed my early analysis, this orange line, that's always a weekly level. So this line is actually the top wick of the previous weekly candle. So if we get above there, that means that this week candle is going to make a higher high above that candle, which means we would continue up. And then I mapped this out on the 30-minute. So if we're above here, we have clean 30-minute candles up to this bottom area, and then this is the wick length up here. So if you're wondering how I got that, I just zoomed out really far, and then I marked up the body and the wick and then made a box. And then I started on the monthly and went down to the 30-minute to find these levels. And I've noticed a lot of people do their zones differently. So some people, like when I do my 30 minutes, I always put it on like bodies and candles. But when I'm on the monthly and the weekly and the daily, I like to mark the highs and lows of the wicks of the candles, because then if we get above that, then we have nowhere to go but up, or below there we have nowhere to go but down. So because we shouldn't break the high or low of like a daily or weekly or monthly candle unless that's where we're going. So, and I'll normally always do like the most recent candle too. So like for this one, this was just last week's wick. So we'll see. We could get some big rejection and head all the way back down. But
Yeah, 15-minute flips.
you're in GJ Styles now. All right, Sap. Let's see what happens. You were right that one day, so I think that could work out. You got some pretty good analysis. But I'm probably gonna hang out here for a while. So if you guys didn't catch that trade, we probably got a good opportunity for something else. I'm gonna get rid of this chart. Rakila, are you still here? Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you look at the daily,
You guys speak up, Sakeem. I can hardly hear you.
you hear me?
Barely.
Yeah, my bad. I'm looking at the daily too. 1, 2, 3. We have literally had 3 previous days of bullish movement, but you can see how the rejection candles are, but they're still making higher highs. So I just want to see a daily close above. If not, then we can make a lower wick to go for a higher high.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I feel you. Your mic's a lot better too.
Oh, okay, because you can see the clean traffic to the left when we go above the candles on a daily. Then we can hit the high at, you could say, around 9:30
Yep. Okay.
for a swing perspective.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, you're welcome, Morpheus. What about maybe a buy stop above? Yeah, I think if you put a buy stop above that 497, that could work really well. Yeah, Hassan, we're gonna stay on for a little bit. So if we see another entry, I'll be sure to call out something I would take, so you guys that showed up late can take advantage of it. So I got nothing else to do but cardio, so we can hang out for a while. No, Bolt. I probably should do that, but I have not. I've actually never even thought of it. So the only time I've ever had runners like make thousands and thousands on like a small account where they shouldn't is when I'm just flipping through candles, not taking back testing seriously. Like I've had a $500 account had a runner go like 12,000 because I was just over leveraging the account and flipping through the candles and cheating. So I've never done real testing on runners, but everything I've heard is your runners are going to get stopped out like 70 to 80% of the time. So just never been something I'm good at. I'd like to eventually get better at doing it and then letting like some swing trades go. But for now, I'm just trying to focus on the task at hand. And I'm really glad I closed where I did. Holy cow.
I'm glad I closed my runner too.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone who shared it on Instagram, thank you. That's awesome.
Man, I made something and then forgot to send it to you. I'm sorry.
Yep, no, you're good. Oh, and as soon as I repost these guys, I'll post up my my MT4 showing I actually took the trade where I said I took the trade.
All right, Paul, I'm gonna head off, man.
All right, John.
Take care.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, nice trade, bro.
Thank you.
Take it easy, man.
Take care, bro.
Damn, let's go, John. Nice. I'm not sure, Dom. I haven't looked at GU in a while since I switched off of it. And another one. That's funny trade for the gram. I like it. That was clever.
Catching tips with Paul.
Yeah, if you guys took the first one and you lost like I did, that was my bad. I wasn't being observant enough.
No, I wasn't there in time. I joined the stream like 2 minutes before you did the second buy, I think.
Yeah, the second one played out real nice. I was glad it did. I thought it was about to wick down and get me out again. I was going to say, are you serious? I was going to be so salty.
So 20% on Sunday, eh?
27.
Of your entire account?
It was rough, okay? I don't want to talk about it. Because I do 6% total. So I'll do 2 positions at 3% each. And there were like 6 pip stops. So I got to use like bigger lots than the like London, New York session. So yeah, and after I think it was 3 full stop loss losses. That's about where it was at.
Damn.
Yeah, but I'm only down 1 winning trade now, so I think I'm only down 6% now, so I made it back in 2 days, risking the same exact amount.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I was worried at first on Sunday. I was like, oh, fuck.
I lost like so I try to risk 1% as best as I can because that's where I'm comfortable with, and I lost like 5% one day, but I just made it back. I made back like 7 or 8%.
Nice. No, Hassan, no sells for me. I think you came late, but I said in the beginning with those bearish candles, um, even if it fell 100 pips, I'm gonna wait for buys. So, with everything being bullish, just because it looks like it rejected that weekly wick, I still think we have a really good chance to get up there and get above. So if you're looking for sells, I would wait till we get up above 497 and then kind of push up and form a resistance. That'd be your best bet. What were you saying, Drew? Sorry. So, 2 for 3 today on my trades. Not too bad.
So, Paul, did you say you've been to Roadhouse before?
Yeah, it's been a while, but I've been there.
Dude, those freaking rolls and potato skins, man. Oh my god.
You gotta watch out for those. You
Dude,
fill up
I
before you eat.
never finished my meal because of those rolls, like ever.
Oh, with the cinnamon butter?
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Oh my god. Can we not talk about food right now? I'm extremely hungry.
Yeah, and you won't be able to get that for a while.
Only 3 more months.
No salt in the wound, sorry.
Yeah. No, I use a ton of salt.
I'm sure you gotta season things up pretty well.
Yeah, in a very
But if you,
aggressive amount of salt.
but the fact that you drink 2 gallons a day, does that help all that salt?
Yep, so the point of the salt is kind of like replenishing electrolytes. So since I'm eating in a deficit, I believe I'm eating in a deficit, I don't know my actual calories. The salt kind of helps me, kind of like my muscles stay fuller and I get better pumps in the gym, stuff like that. So normally if you don't have a lot of salt, you'll need like a good amount of carbs to get like a good pump. So without the carbs, the salt kind of picks up the slack and lets you still get some decent pumps.
All right, I think I'm done for the day.
Yep, we had a nice trade today.
Yes, sir. I'll see y'all later.
See you
All right,
later.
take it easy, bro.
See you tomorrow, Noah.
See ya.
I'm gonna hang out for a while, so.
Yep. Okay.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Mr. Chris?
Yo, how you doing, man?
I'm
Yo, what up, boys?
doing great now.
Yeah, that's a nice effort, man. I was just watching. Not work well.
Yeah, the first one kind of got me, but
Yeah, I think
the
you were
idea was
safe.
right.
I think it was just a stop loss thing,
Yeah.
I think.
the
I
idea
don't
was
think
right.
It was a bad option.
2 pips stop loss.
It was 3, bro. I mean, come on.
It looked like a good plan.
You can't tell me a 3 pip stop for a 22 pip gain is not a good idea.
It's amazing. Your spread is probably ridiculously small.
Yeah, it's 0.8 right now. So less than a pip.
What broker do you use?
I just switched to LMFX and it is phenomenal. I'm gonna get me an affiliate link so I can make some bank because their whatever they got going on is phenomenal. Like switching, so if you guys have Hugo's Way and you do well trading, if you switch to LMFX, you're gonna be a great trader. Because with Hugo's, you're missing, if you're trading GJ, at least 2 to 3 pips, sometimes 4 in Asian session of profit. And you got to think how many times have your trades gone 7, 8 pips and then turned around. You add 3 or 4 to that, you hit 10, you're done. That's a win. So, Chris, did you guys? I don't remember did you guys did good in London this morning, right?
Not too bad. I took a trade before London started, actually. Only like 6 or 8 pips. I closed it early. But I could have actually had about 18, 19, something like that, to be fair. But I just closed it early.
Nice.
We called a few things, looking at gold mainly. And then we were waiting for the news to happen for CPI for pound. Once that was taken, I was discussing like the daily flip from about 142 800, and that was my outlook to hopefully end the day in a bullish daily candle. So it worked out eventually, which was nice. It took a little while, but it got to the point where it started to move well, and then this is a bit of a continuation of that. So especially if you're looking at 4 hour, it looks very good. So I think anything above where's my chart quick? Where is it? 350-ish, 400-ish. I think you could quite easily get to 144 again pretty soon.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends if you're looking for small trades or longer term trades. I mean, the one I took this morning was, I don't know, 42.8 something, I think it was.
Okay, nice.
But then you just got to hold it. Yeah, actually, after the news, I was just trying to see where it was on the news.
Yeah, I can't hold trades for crap.
Where was it? Yeah, about 8:35, I think it was roughly.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hold it
You got in like 8:50 right in the morning.
Yeah, and then trying to hold it to stay above 143, which would be the zone to then continue up, hopefully. Because it's tried it a couple of times and then broke down, and then this time it's now broke past, your 350 level. If it stays closed above here on like an hourly, I think you've got a good option because it's left a good wick. And then you've got like a nice support on an hourly at about 280, 250.
Yep.
But yeah, plenty of moves. Good, you caught that well. It's well executed.
Thank you, sir.
That's good. It was nice. I think your stop loss at the start was a little bit, what's the word? I don't know what the word is.
I think I know where you're going.
I think you're hoping.
It was a little overzealous.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
It makes sense, but you would need to see some. It needed to come down a little bit, I think, to jump a bit more.
Ambitious. There we go. That's a better word.
Good work.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I saw it that way myself, but
I just figured it should have respected that low if it went bullish,
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, 100% makes sense. I mean, if it fits in what your plan is, then no problem. I mean, if you can obviously capitalise on the second entry, then it's fine.
Yeah. Hourly would have been a better stop loss.
I would. That's probably what I'll be looking at.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play around on the 15-minute too much because I took a 15-minute 3 times on Sunday and went 0 for 3, and then Monday, first entry was a 15-minute and we lost, and then we took 30 or hourly and we won, and then New York Monday, took a 15, lost, and then won an hourly. So
I think you can use 15 if you've got solid momentum. If you look back on like the 15 a little bit to the left, I don't know what the time will be for you guys, but you created a low and then continued up. If you're using that momentum, you could use the 15.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll be looking at 30s myself, just based on you are going to get a bit of a pullback.
Yeah, I did the 15 this morning. It worked pretty well.
I think so. If you've got a good momentum, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good trade regardless, man. It's a good effort.
So, Paul, you had just one position tonight so far?
No, I took a loss and then I won.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took
What was your hit profit?
between the loss and the win, I ended up winning 14 pips.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I lost 3 pips, 3 pips, 4 pips, and then I won 11 and 13 maybe. I'm gonna post it right now.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I wish
Like
I could
20
enter
minutes
from my.
home.
You just got home from work?
Oh, I'm 20 minutes from home.
Oh.
Maybe on the charts in a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's going to be plenty of opportunity. We got some good volume early in the session. Yeah, I'm going to run to the bathroom again. It's been 15 minutes, so time for a bathroom break.
said is this is an example of why you take profits.
That's
Who
exactly.
else on the Zoom got profits from that trade? Same trade Paul took.
I'm sorry.
Who else on Zoom got the trade that Paul took too?
I did. I got like 14 pips.
Oh,
Yeah, I got 10 pips out of it.
nice.
Yeah, I'm not bad out to get a drink. What time do you normally call it a night, Paul?
I think he may be in the bathroom.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Yeah, it usually ends around 8:30.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Cool.
So now it's safe to say, right, Monty, if this 4-hour candle closes below these resistant areas.
I mean, just based on the current momentum of 4 hours, in my opinion, I would say we'll continue. We've left a nice wick to continue momentum. We've got nothing to say we're coming back down overall. If it stays below that level, it has broken it, if that makes sense, and created a new high. So I'd expect that high to be retested at some point. If you've got the momentum continuation through Asian, I'm getting off soon myself, but I mean for trades, I mean if the momentum continues, you still have opportunities to continue up to fill that wick, I would have said, on the next 4 hour. But you'd have to see where it closes. If it closes below, you just have to monitor it. I think as long as you don't exceed the previous low of that, the 4 hour, I think you'll be fine. I mean, like looking at daily, I mean it's you've got a bottom wick. It's now pushed up and created a new high. So hopefully, if you're now looking at the daily candles, the 4 in a row as you've got now, it could well continue. I would be looking at targets around 144 myself. Not for right now, but I mean longer term. I think we're getting past that stage where 144 is well within reach now. A lot more chance of going up there than coming back down to like 142.2, which was a daily kind of support. But yeah, have to wait and see. But it was a good trade to take early by looking at it. So I don't know if you can see on your charts, but on your 1 hour as well, you've got a lovely, a nice support formed on the 1 hour with the last 3 candles, which is that's a good area to be playing off and around.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was too, actually.
Yeah, me too.
That's a solid kind of level, which for me personally, if you look to the left a little bit further, you've kind of got a previous resistance that then rejected and came right down. If you stay above that, then realistically you should be going the other way, I would have said. But
Chandler, 497 is not a target area. Excuse me, that's just the top of the previous weekly wick. Which if we get above, we're going to need a much higher high. So then the next target would be 723 if we get above 497.
Oh, it kind of looks on your screen, man, like that arrows for that target, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it says clean traffic above 4. Yeah. I'll reword it, I guess. Target for runner if we break.
There you go.
497. There we go.
We've also got no bottom wick on this hour candle currently, so I'd pay attention to that as well. I'm sorry, gold that people are talking about. My bad, not GJ.
Chris, on your London streams, do you typically have? I mean, I assume so. You typically have like several guest speakers.
Yeah, I mean, going forward, I plan to have a lot of proper guest speakers at some point. But it's pretty hard because a lot of the people I hang around with as such are different time zones. So it's pretty hard for them because it's probably like 2-3 a.m. So I don't expect them to come on the lives, but I mean, I've got plans to do other stuff in regards to kind of videos and bits and bobs at some stage. But yeah, we still have like a Zoom session and stuff with people that are from like the Forex family side of things, and we still discuss stuff. Yeah, it works out pretty nice. We have some good discussions in the morning. It's helpful though, because you know I'm not a morning person, so I've got to get my coffee on and just kind of chill, let everyone do the talking.
I feel that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I never speak a single word in the morning.
Nah, man. Normally I don't speak till like 10:30 to anyone, which is like I'll start at 7 for the streams, so it's not the best time. So I wake up and think, God damn it, I've got to talk. To be fair, it's been pretty good because the conversations we've been having have been pretty, you know, they're good educational, you know, it's pretty actually interesting, and to see different views, and also other people's have got different opinions on different charts, so I get to look at different stuff I don't normally look at. So to see their opinions on that, so you see some really good options actually. But doing a stream, it makes it hard. I found it made it a little bit different for me because it's easy to jump into kind of analysing a different chart and thinking, oh, there's an option now I could take, but you've got to be disciplined and stick to your own game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go
a
anywhere.
few times, to be honest, because some people said, "Oh, I've took a trade in, I don't know, EuroCAD, for example," and I looked at it, and it's an awesome setup, and it's a setup I would take if it was GJ, for example, but because I'm not fully aware of how they move and this, that, and the other, I've not, you know, I've just not took part. But I've had a couple of twitchy finger moments where I thought, you know what, but but I've been very good to stick to my own plan. So yeah. It's been interesting. It's been fun so far. We're obviously progressing, which is nice. So, I mean, we've only been going like, I don't know, what is it, Thursday now for me. So, 4 days will be today, will be the 4th one. So, yeah, got some nice views and stuff, which is cool.
Do you ever hope to plan to have like Ted or Rakita on yours?
I doubt it, to be fair, because of the time zone difference. It'd be, they're obviously welcome, of course. I mean, the reason I'm doing it is kind of to help promote what their original plan was for helping people out for free, this, that, and the other. So, I mean, they're obviously welcome. But I mean, it's a bit of an ask for them to get up at 2 in the morning. I think it'd be more of a case with probably Ted and Rakita if we ever get to a point of, you know, live stuff. We might do something potentially like a weekend. Maybe I might suggest doing something where we can all meet up at around a similar time, which is suitable, and do like a little webinar or something, or you know, I don't know. Well, I can't really expect them to get up at 2 in the morning. It's not really their game. They don't trade that session normally anyway, so it's not their time zone to play. So,
dude, it would be so awesome if like there was like culmination of webinar between Rakil, you, and Paul. If you guys like met somewhere and like did like a course, or kind of like Rakil does the 3-day courses in Toronto or whatever, Miami. If you guys all three got together, did like a super course.
Yeah, but we've got this one big issue. I completely agree. It makes a lot of sense, and obviously getting people's heads banged together and discussing options makes a lot of sense. But we've got one big problem, which is my lack of ability to do much flying. So I might ruin them.
Well, it means we just got to do it in London then. They all
exactly.
I'm down.
I think that does make sense. To be fair, it would be something for the future. You know, there's lots of things that you can put in the future. I mean, I'm just starting off, but I mean, I've got lots of ideas about what I'd like to achieve over the next 12 months. So we'll wait and see. There's lots of options to come.
Oh yeah, I think we could have like an arm wrestle, Chris. We could all arm wrestle.
Yeah, I'll give you an arm wrestle, dude. I've got no worries in that.
Did you see my last Instagram picture?
Yeah, I did, man. Hey, don't scare me. What's the saying? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's the one.
You're not that big though, so you won't fall that hard, right?
Bro, come on. No, you look like you're putting on progression hard, man. Actually, in all seriousness, your leg. I think it was a leg picture I see today.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, dude.
Yeah, we're kicking some ass right now. Yeah.
That's good. You can be strict, man. You still been really strict with your training and stuff.
Yep. Everything has been 110% since we started, and I think I had a sushi cheat meal 4 weeks ago, but besides that, everything has been same meals every single day, same training, same cardio. So
it's good, man. Good.
Yeah, I love the routine. Everything, every time I wake up in the day, every morning, everything is exactly the same, and I just love it.
Nah, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're progressing and you're getting what you want, mate, that's what it's about.
Yep. Yeah, everything's progressing. It's spectacular.
Good. Are you doing it as a group or just you individually?
I think there's other people on the team who are prepping, but it's just
Okay.
like it's for me. So it'll be I'll prep and then I'll do the show and then hopefully I'll win some stuff. Maybe win my class. That would be cool.
Good, mate.
But the process is super fun.
Hmm.
How do they divide the classes? Like, how does that work?
So there's a physique division, which is where you wear like swim trunks, and then theirs is by height, and there's no weight limit, I don't believe. And then mine, we're gonna wear basically like compression underwear, essentially, is what we wear. They're just really short, so they'll go. If you put your thumb on your hip, it'd go about 3 or 4 inches down your leg, so it'd still show almost your entire leg, just not your butt cheeks, pretty much. And then that is based by height and weight, so I can't weigh more than 207 pounds.
That one's called classic physique, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then the bodybuilding is just you wear like a thong basically, and same thing. It's a height and weight limit. So
I suppose you got to get painted in like brown, no? Is that right? Like suntan stuff.
oh yeah, that we get really really tan because the stage lights are the stage lights are super bright. So
Yeah.
if you're not super dark, it's gonna kind of wash you out.
Hmm. Yeah, I've seen that. I've got a few friends that do it like proper here. For like, I don't even know if it's like not Mr. Universe or something. It's something similar though, like a world thing. And yeah, man. Every time you see them after events and stuff, they are so like they're like black brown. You know, they're so tanned. It's unreal. All this fake tan stuff, but I didn't realise it was so important.
Yeah, the tan's like the most important part. So you're judged on your like symmetry of your muscles, like everything looks proportioned from top to bottom, left to right. Having a tan is kind of part of it. It's not like super important, but if you're up there without a tan, no matter how good you look, you're not gonna be considered.
Yeah.
And then like stage presence, I've heard is very important, like how confident you are up there, and then your conditioning, so how lean you are.
Makes sense.
Is this your first one, Paul?
Yep, first ever prep.
Awesome.
Super excited. I've never been like super lean before, so like right now is the best I've ever been. So it's pretty cool. Liam, yeah, it was like 20, 22 or 27. I'm not positive, but it was much more than I wanted to be down. So each trade is 2 positions, 3% each position. So it's 6% each trade I take, and I went 0 for 3. So it might have been 18%, but it was definitely a number I didn't like.
Yeah, it can add up real quick.
Yeah, they were I don't know how it would have got to 27, but it was 3 full stop losses in a row. One might have been 6%, and then with the stops and where I entered, it might have actually been 7% on one of them. So it could have varied a little bit, but yeah, it was three good losses in a row, and without changing any risk or lot size or anything, I am now at only down 3 or 4% right now for the week. And mind you, I've lost every single session, and I've had a win and a loss in every session except for New York this morning. So if that tells you anything about risk management, it should. So, but yeah, no, I wish I would have listened a lot sooner. I'd have a much bigger, heftier account, but I think I needed to not listen to eventually learn and get where I am now.
Sometimes you just have to learn the hard way, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people there's not a right and wrong way to do it, but it depends on what your goals are, I think, which is important. and then if you know what your goals are, then you can decide what suits your lifestyle better. So like some people will be trying to flip £500 accounts to like, I don't know, 10k or something. Some people are looking for percentage gains over time to build and then create consistency. Then they can up their lot sizes, use more percentage because they're consistent and they know that 8, 9 out of 10 they're going to win. Then obviously you've got a lot more confidence. So I think some people are strong-willed and they'll stick to their own way regardless of what people suggest. But you will find there's a way that suits you better than like another, for example, if you try it. So if it's not working, maybe try something else and look at it from a different point of view. And then, well, like Paul has, you haven't you, mate, in a way, and then it kind of works well.
Yeah, I really like the percentage so far.
I wondered if you'd ever take note, but
I did eventually.
But like I said, that is just my way. I mean, I just like it because I can figure out. Okay, so say for instance, I've made 10% this week. No, I'm risking 1 or 2% a trade, for example. I know if I'm really confident with this trade, I could potentially risk 4% with this trade if I wanted, and know I'd still be 6% up for the week if I've lost.
Yep.
You see, I can work it out in that respect because I don't look at the money, and because I don't do that, then I can figure out, for instance, if I'm going wrong, for example, I could also lower my risk and maybe not put out so much risk if I'm getting close to, I'm making 0% for the week or something. Just so you can manage it as you go, really. I find it a little bit easier.
Yeah, I like the perspective it gives me.
But then again, my goals are over a year, over a long-term period. It's not as if I don't need to make 10% today or something. I could make 10% this month, and that'd be more than enough for what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
Whereas some people, if you only got $100 account, if you're trying to make physical cash money on a $100 account, you've got to make a lot of percent to make a good return, which is a big ask.
Yeah. Gotta be really confident. Yeah.
But then again, if you're at that level, do you want to be risking that heavy? I mean, I wouldn't be, because I think it's a little bit. You can do it if you're happy to lose it, but you might as well be gambling.
Yeah.
Start getting the process down, and you know what you're doing, and you can start building that risk level if you wanted to, if that suits your style.
Those small percentages compound. Really.
Yeah, for real, massively. That's what people I don't think appreciate. I mean, like I said, if I'm taking 2 to 8% a month, 10% a month, every month for the last 5 years, and you had $1,000 account, then I'll be just fine. But if you had a 10k account, it'd be just fine still. It makes no difference. The whole point of it is getting consistent, and when you're consistent, you can then decide how to play it out a little bit. You can fiddle it around a bit. So think, you know what? If I wanted to turn it into making cash gains as such, okay, it'd be nice to make, I don't know, say $1,000 a week. Then you could adjust your percentage to say you still work with percentage, but then I don't know, you made 3%, you're going to get $1,000 a week or something. So then your target's 3%, but just work on that basis.
Chris, what's going on, man?
What up, Mike? How you doing, brother?
Doing well. Thanks for the tips earlier on the percentages, bro.
Oh, I was just gonna say, actually, that's kind of what we just talked. Yeah, we were just talking about similar stuff. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully it gives you a kind of idea. I mean, it does depend massively on what people are in trading for. I think, in my opinion. I mean, if you're trying to make a lot of money, then they're going to be looking at the money side, which obviously that's going to be important to them. So, but percentage gains over time, which is my what I do, then that's what I have to concentrate on. So, as long as you're keeping a percent in a plus, then you're not going to go wrong.
Yeah, I think I'm just decided to do like basically 3% every trade since it's still a smaller account.
Yeah, I mean, if you're comfy, yeah, that's the thing. It's the comfy. It's the comfort level. So give you how many trades is that until you're blown out? You know, if you go on a real bad run, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay to 3%? This is all the stuff you've got to take into consideration. So, I mean, if you're happy at 3% loss and you know that allows you a certain amount before you're at a point where you're thinking, damn, I've lost 50% of my account. You know, how consistent are you over a month? You know, if you're making 10 trades, are you going to win 3 or 10 or 5? That's where you've got to kind of journal and understand, in my opinion, where you are. If you're happy over 3, 4, 5 months of trading that you're going to be hitting 6 to 8 trades out of 10, then there's no reason. You know, you shouldn't be able to risk a little bit heavier if you're in that, you know, in your head, that's what you want to do. So, yeah, there's a lot of ways around it, but to keep yourself understanding where you are on a whole, I think working on percentage works a it's a lot easier than looking at physical money, because obviously account sizes differ, and some people get, oh no, I'm down by $100 or something, where that's like 0.1% or something, which really makes no difference. So, you know, because monetary terms, if you see, that's where some people close early trades as well, because they see the money and they think, oh, I could take $500 here. Actually, you know, that wasn't your original target. Yes, it's good to get 500 banked, which you should take some profit, but stick with the process. Look at your targets and go for your targets. Bank at the right times, and make sure you don't let profits run into losses, if that makes sense. But Rakil always talks about that, which I think is massively important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the one thing that I liked that's definitely helped me the best wasn't besides the perspective on how much and knowing what I was winning and losing, was when I have a bigger stop. What a black box. That I have a smaller lot size. So for some reason that never occurred before. So if I won a trade with a 5 pip stop and I was doing a 1.0, and let's say I just closed 10 pips, made $100, but then the next trade I take a 1.0 with a 12 pip stop. Now I lost everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's where it's massively important.
That's what's changed it for me. That's how I think I've been able to start at such a terrible Sunday at like minus 18 or 20%, whatever it was, to now take a win and a loss every single session and still be back to being one trade away from being back to profit.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So the thing is as well, when you're in that kind of process of understanding percent, then say you've made so many trades, you've been trading for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you know for a fact if you're using I don't know, just off the top of your head, you'll go, right, this stop loss I've chose because of the level I've seen is 8 pips. You would have previously made trades with 8 pip stop loss, so you know your lot size then at that point should be, I don't know, say 0.25 or something to make a 1% loss. You naturally know it. It'll be like a library in your head. You'll understand, oh, right, so this time I'm making a 12 pip stop loss. Oh, I know I can only risk 0.03 or something, and I'll still lose 1%. That will become like a second nature, so you don't have to calculate it or work it out. That's all the homework you do at the start. You know, you've got to start getting this under your belt. Once you understand where you are, you know, okay, I'm having a 5 pip stop loss. I can risk, 1.0 lot size or something, but I'm still going to lose the same percent or very close. It's never going to be accurate because you've got to take into spread accounts or commissions, obviously, but it's never going to be a surprise, which is the key.
Yeah. Doesn't your risk and lot size doesn't change as your account grows?
Not for me, no, because I have a target per month which I set for myself, which is 2 to 8%, and that's it. That will stay the same. Because obviously, if my account grows, obviously, my personal account, for business wise, 2 to 10% a month is my aim. So if my account balance grows, obviously, I'll take a commission in regards to what I'm providing for the client. So obviously, if I'm growing their account by 2 to 10% a month, their balances are all getting bigger. Obviously, I'll make 2% again next month, then the commission on that is bigger for me, so it gets bigger and bigger. So I'll just continue that way. There's no point. I don't need to try and get 20, 30, 40%, which is great. I could make a lot more money, but over time it makes no difference, because if I keep building the account, then the commissions that I take will, even though it's the same percentage each month, it will just grow. So when it's personal accounts and stuff, then I tend to play around with it a little bit, depending on how I'm doing in a month, just on the basis that I think, well, I'm up 10% this month. I could risk maybe 4% on this trade, and if I do happen to do well, then one to one, I'll whack another 4% on or something. So, quite quickly grow. So that just comes with time and experience. You can kind of play around with it as you go, but the main thing is gaining that consistency.
Yeah, it's definitely helping me be.
Trading Monty?
Probably 8 years now. All in all, this is the 8th year. So. Yeah.
How long before you were profitable?
In all honesty, the first 3 years were a waste of time, which was just a joke, because I just fell into the whole listening to other people and not really paying attention. It's bad advice, this, that, and the other, poor lot sizes, losing loads of money, buying courses which were, to be fair, some were good, in regards to, because I was new and I was learning a lot of different aspects. So I was looking at all different types of trading. So, people were selling stuff to do with swing trade and thinking they've got like the holy grail how to do it. And to be fair, trading's trading regardless across the board. I think it's all very similar stuff. But understanding like support resistance and stuff like that, I've obviously tried to teach myself by courses, this, that, and the other. So first 3.5 years were probably a waste of time until I got fed up of losing money. I was like, this is stupid. I've got to figure out this because I know I could do it. And then I literally just sat down and started playing like back testing, looking at charts myself, trying to work out my own stuff in my own head, asking questions like, why is that move like this? Why is this move like that? Then after time, it just kind of snowballed to the point of I've kind of seen the same stuff again and again, and it's pretty simple, if that makes sense. I still cock up now. I still make enough mistakes, trust, but I can manage that now. It's different because I understand how to control my percentage gains, losses, etc., as well as understanding. I don't know. I don't even know what Paul's yellow line is on the screen, to be fair, but that's there for a reason. So he knows he's put that on there for a reason. Same as my gold chart, for example. I've got levels that I've set, which I won't take trades unless I get past a certain point. So that's just on experience and what I'm aware of and what I'm looking for in regards to targets. So it kind of comes with time, obviously. But yeah, I think, but from being profitable, from the time I actually started really paying attention and working for myself, as in trying to learn myself, not relying on other people, it didn't take long to become profitable. I think probably 6 to 8 months of consistent work. You know, I was kind of looking every weekend. I was spending 2 to 5 hours kind of looking at stuff because I had a full-time job at the time. And then I got that interested in the London session that I changed my job to work night shift, so I could be home at like 5, 6 in the morning and then start London session. So that was like in the afternoon. So I changed my whole lifestyle just so I could carry that on because it was that important to me. Dedication towards actually achieving the goal, which was to become successful doing it. I changed my whole lifestyle around it. Made a massive problem with the family and stuff, but I knew if I continued the way I was going, I'll be fine. So yeah, it's a long road. But I mean, it's definitely worth it. But you've got to put the work in. Same as everything. Same as Paul doing his gym. You know, that stuff. You look at all the effort he's putting in now in regards to his food and stuff like that. I mean, so many people wouldn't. They just don't bother, and they're not going to achieve it. So it's exactly the same if you're going to try to be an electrician. You ain't just going to go and put your finger in plug sockets, man, because you're going to die. So, you know, you kind of got to know what you're talking about. It just comes with time, though.
Absolutely.
I mean, for the last four-ish years, I would say I've been profitable consistently over the year. I've had plenty of times where I've had a bad month, but that's got less and less. But now I can actually work out. I was talking to Ted about it yesterday, or I suggested it, that the start of my year, the first quarter after a break over Christmas, I tend to have most of my losses I have more losses, like a lower percentage win in the first quarter of the year because I'm just trying to get my head back into it. And then obviously like quarter 2 and 3, I seem to proceed pretty well. Do not too bad from there. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
So
it's just because you know when you take it off the ball and you just kind of you've had 2 or 3 weeks off and you come back to it, just getting your eye back in. It sounds playing a sport, I suppose.
Sure.
what up, Sha? Yeah. No, I feel like there's no. If you're just copying someone's trading, it's probably not going to work out for you long term. I feel like you got to kind of learn the core concepts of it in terms of candles and zones and stuff like that. That's all the same for the most part. But you got to be able to trade what you're comfortable and what you can visualize. So, like you said, some of these zones on here I have marked. They don't make any sense to you, but to me, that's what I see, and that's what I'm basing my plan on. So, like that.
I'm guessing that's going to be some kind of like looking at my chart. That could be some kind of like weekly level or monthly level or something.
Yep. So
that's just
the 497 is that orange line. 497 is the top of the previous weekly's wick, so the high it made. So
there you go. Yeah,
so in my head, if we get above that, we're gonna make a much more aggressive high because it is because it's a weekly time frame. So it wasn't a
high to target.
Yep. It wasn't a target or a rejection. It was just reminding me that hey, once we get here, this is the top of that weekly. We could have a really good reaction from here, one way or the other.
I do the same with my kind of supply and demand zones you see on higher time frames, and that level will be there on the screen, and it's like no one will have a clue what that is, and it's just like I just see it as an area to pay attention to. So yeah, it's just how people trade. Everyone's got their own. I knew it would be there for reasons, not just there for fun. So I mean that's through your experience of what you see and how you visualize stuff, what you've put that there for. So that will help you identify when you get to that point that look, we've made a new high now, or we're going to make a new high. and then you know that's a target for another point. So that's good.
Yep. Yeah, no, Sami, I do have like a mentorship that I do as well. If you just DM me, I can send you the info on that. I just don't advertise it because I don't know. I don't want it to sound like I'm just trying to sell something. So if people want me to mentor or teach them or whatever, and they message me about it, then I'll tell them. But I'm not going to openly just advertise it like I just did.
Edit that out of the video.
Yeah, I'm not advertising, but here's this, and this. It's 10,000 a month, super affordable. You're gonna be a billionaire in a week.
That's the thing. I think people that take like the forward step and actually make the effort, they will go and ask people direct questions, like to them personally, directly, privately. Do you do this? Do you do that? There's no reason people can't do that to anyone and see. I mean, when I first heard about Rakil, Ted, etc., I was amazed what they were doing on screen back in the Twitch days, whenever it was, a Mixer, whatever it was. And I literally just sent him a message one day. By the way, do you do mentorship, or could I become part of something what you do, because I like your style? And it's just off my own back. I mean, just go and ask him and see. They're going to say no, or have you tried doing this? Or they're quite happily. Most people are quite happily talk to you if you send them a legitimate question.
Yeah.
You should get an answer anyway. So I mean, that's why a majority of people doing this, including myself, I don't advertise our services. I don't advertise my business whatsoever. That's my own personal thing. If people have got an interest, they will contact me. I actually had someone today contact me, but it's not for advertising. This isn't what we do. Well, I don't personally do my stream for that reason. That's not what it's about. So, but the ability to do the stream is because most of the people doing streams, I mean, Paul's working to that stage, but most people have got something in the background they're doing which gives them the time to be able to spend all the time on the stream for free. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I like coaching. I feel like I'm a good, caring, involved, personable person. So coaching's really just like even like personal training, like fitness coaching. I don't do any, but I used to like make workout plans, and it was always just fun. I enjoyed like helping someone and watching their progress. So, but I don't like to advertise it because then I feel like there's a fair amount of people that would just, live stream, we always win. Yeah, I want you to mentor me, but they don't really take it that seriously. So I feel like if someone goes out of their way to message you directly without you advertising it, they're probably pretty passionate and care about it. And that's the people I like to work with. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. Quality over quantity. Because if someone's like, "Hey, can I join your group?" And you're gonna give me signals for trading, right? I'm like, no, I'm not the mentor for you.
I have that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kick people out my group.
I could easily make 1,000+ a week selling signals, but it's not me.
The thing is, we've all been to that point. I would have thought majority of people have been in that position where you just take signals, and the problem with that is they aren't going to help you become consistent and profitable by off your own back, doing your own thing. I was on the same track years ago. I was just paying people for the signals monthly. I was getting hammered. I was making some good money. Then I was getting hammered. Now I'm like, man, this is no way to live. And it's just, it's a waste of my time. But I thought there is ways. Obviously, they do know what they're doing in some respects because they were making money in some trades. I thought, well, why can't I just make money in trades as well and just not make so many bad ones? But the difference is for them, they're creating a business in regards to income from people paying for that service. You can quite easily be successful on your own if you put the work in and contact the right people, ask the right questions that are going to benefit you in the long term.
I think I had a really good comment, but I forgot. What were you talking about?
About signal groups and education and doing it for free and kicking people out groups.
I lost it completely. God dang it. Ever since prep started, like when I do like the door-to-door sales for those few hours, like the few hours I do each day, I'll get to the door and knock and totally, there was like a couple people the other day, I knocked on the door and they're like, "What's up?" And I was like, I honestly just forgot why I'm here. And I like looked down, I was like, "Oh, I'm here to work. Yeah, I'm with Spectrum." And I was like, Wow, it's been happening a lot where I just forget what
I know exactly what it is. I know what it is. It's pre-workout. That's what it is.
I don't take pre-workout.
Too much coffee.
Yeah, coffee can do that, man. Serious.
Yeah,
Caffeine.
maybe I'm just getting old.
It's just no, I don't forget stuff. I'm well old.
Yeah, you're just like a dinosaur.
I got loads of stick on the stream today. on both, actually, on London and on New York.
Everyone was coming at your life.
Bruh, serious. I nearly fell asleep in my chair though in New York because it was pretty slow. The volume was so slow.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to people talking and stuff and paying attention to what Ted was talking about gold towards the end, which was actually pretty interesting. But in the middle, it was kind of when Mac had stopped talking, it was kind of a bit, not much happening. We just wait for this, nothing really happening. There was not much conversation. I was proper dozing. I was nearly falling asleep.
I remember what I was going to say. When you were talking about the signals,
yes.
It's not a good idea because if you're getting signals from someone, what happens when they're gone and they don't do signals anymore? Then what do you do?
That's it. I said exactly the same thing this morning on the live. Basically, what happens if you don't make the most of the opportunity you got right now by asking questions that are going to benefit you? Just because, what if I decide next week I don't want to do it no more? Not that I'm not the holy grail of trading, but there's so many people in that group, for example, in the chat and on the Zoom, that could potentially put an opinion across that are going to benefit you as a person. So make the most of the time you got talking to people, man. When you got that access, which years and years and years ago when I started, I didn't have that access. You know, you have to bump into someone in the street, man. We didn't even have internet shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of near the wall, you know.
Yeah, getting there.
But the thing is, you make the most of these things. So even in the group chat situation, like in your telegrams and this, that, and the other, make the most of it. Don't talk about shit. Just get on with talking about what's going to benefit you. Stop talking about stupid stuff like lot sizes and, you know, how much money have you got in your balance? How much percent did you make this week? I don't care about none of that stuff. It's, you know, that really bugs me.
That doesn't teach you how to trade.
Nah, that's exactly it. Exactly it. You need to ask questions that go and benefit you specifically, and that's what the whole groups are for, and that's why we do things for free on the system.
Yep.
Why we've all got streams set up. That's why people can talk, man. That's it. Get out there, ask a question, send in charts, and see what's up. If you're worried about sending a chart, don't. After a little while, you'll be like, oh, okay, I'll see what you say, because you're never going to be wrong. But people might say, have you seen this? Have you tried doing it this way? You might implement it and think, oh, that's a good idea, and you might find that benefits you in the trade aspect. So
exactly.
It's all about paying attention and using everyone. Just use everyone. Just use them. Take the information that you can get.
Yep.
That's what they're on there for. So.
To teach and to educate, hopefully.
The thing is, there's so many opinions. There's, like you said, when you start out, and I was looking at how to trade, there was so many people saying, "Oh, come and do this. Come and do this. You can be a scalper. You can be a swing trader. You can do intraday stuff. You can." I was like, man, I just want to make a trade and make some money and go home or whatever, and that's it. I don't really care about what style or this, that, and the other. I just want to understand how it works. Whether that's from my background about how things work and stuff, I don't know. But being analytical, it's very interesting to speak to someone like Ted, for example, who's got a lot of experience, because I could talk to someone like that for hours and just ask so many questions because I want that information, not because I like the guy or whatever. If he's like a library, you know, you can go there. I could spend hours in there talking about stuff just to try and get something that's going to benefit me personally. And you know, I'm still, I think, relatively pretty decent at what I do, to be fair, but I can still learn. So I'll still ask questions like I did today.
Oh yeah, always.
I wonder about this. I wonder about this. And if you're asking them questions, you can get so much information back.
Yeah, you should never stop learning, especially with trading.
God, you always got to adapt. That's the thing. I didn't adapt a couple of times last year. The start of last year was one of my worst couple of months in a row. January was good, but February, March wasn't very good, and I didn't adapt to the way the market was moving with Brexit news and stuff. And I was just too slow to react in my own personal adaptation. I could see what was happening, but I couldn't figure out how to keep consistent. And then after a little while, I adapted and then made the most of it, and it was fine. So it's all about taking your time and looking and understanding what you see.
Yep. Thank you for the subs, guys. Appreciate it. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to hit the 1K.
Oh, you nearly up to 1,000.
Yeah, I'm at 930.
Oh, mate, well done. Nice.
Yeah. Black box. I'm with you there, but I wouldn't have a beer. I'd have like a protein shake and then talk for hours. Same thing with Chris. We've actually sat on Zoom
We
for
have
like
actually sat till for hours.
for like 4 hours looking at the exact same chart without even moving it.
Yeah, we're just talking about random stuff. On Black Box, yeah, same. Someone like yourself, you know, you got a bit of experience. It's nice to speak to everyone with different experiences, so yeah, it's always good.
Yes, sir. Chris, are you just staying up till London?
Nah, man.
You go to
I
bed?
had to sleep, man. So check this out. So I kind of did. I woke up this morning at about, I don't know, 10 to 6 UK time, and then obviously stream started at 7, about 1:45. I did that. I kind of had like a half an hour nap in between London, New York.
Okay.
Did New York, and then obviously the GJ trade kind of took off towards the end of New York, and I was like, damn it, I kind of need to pay attention now because that's the trade I was waiting for all day. Got in the trade, you know, I was 30, 40 pips up or whatever, and I was just trying to hold it and get more entries and stuff to make sure I got the best out of it. Then I was like, it was like 4 p.m. I think ish. And I was like, okay, so I closed my trades. I was like, that'll do. I've had enough for now. It didn't look like it was going to break up to here where we are now. And I was like, right, I'm going to go and have a little lay down. Went to bed at like 4:30 in the afternoon. And I woke up and it was like fucking 10 to 11 at night.
Damn.
I was like, shit. So all the information and messages and stuff that I had, I didn't get back to no one. And then now I'm kind of awake because, you know, I had to sleep for like 6 hours or something, which is not normally what I do. So
You probably needed it though.
Yeah, I think to be fair with everything I've been doing, like with the stream and obviously group stuff, and obviously trying to get back on here to come and say hello and stuff as well. It's been pretty tough the last couple of weeks. To be fair, I've put a lot of graft in, so yeah, we'll see how we go. But I should hopefully be able to get on here a bit more regular, to be honest.
Yeah.
But if I start, the thing is that I would. That evening, that's when I spent time with my family. So tonight, I literally see my little one for about 10, 15 minutes, went to sleep, and I didn't see her again because she went to bed.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up, Mrs. is like, I'll go to bed now. I was like, oh, okay. See you later.
Yeah, that's how it is for me. When Lauren closes because she's switched to a bartender now, and she makes a lot more. But when she comes home from closing the bar, I'm like getting up to do London with you.
Yep.
So she's like, oh, good night, and I'm like, oh, good morning.
Did you come this morning? I can't remember.
No, I slept in today.
Oh, okay. It was pretty boring, to be fair, this morning. There's a few things we spoke about, but I mean, gold was the main one we were discussing. But a couple of the other guys were taking trades on different charts, which were actually really, really successful trades. Not proper, good pips as well, 30, 40 pips and stuff, which was brilliant. So
nice.
For the people viewing, I mean, there was options to take trades on all different charts and opinions. So it worked out pretty well. I mean, for me, there was nothing really that took my fancy because the news coming was kind of. I don't like trading into news.
Yeah, that's why I stayed in bed. I woke up at about 4 o'clock, which is late, so I kind of missed my trading time. But it was flipping bullish, where I can actually pull it up here. It was doing my perfect scenario flip candle. It was this one right here. Perfect scenario flip candle was 4 o'clock, but news was 4:30. So I was like, nope, I'm staying in bed. And it played out perfectly.
Cool.
Yeah.
How long until you're moving? Is that soon?
Yeah, we move. So we have to finish this week. We have next week, and then at the end of that following week, we move. So we will be moving February 1st.
Nice.
And then we'll be moved in, and the live stream will be in extreme good quality on the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited. Ted's an acquired taste. Yeah, I feel like you just have to. Yeah,
He's got strong opinions, but he doesn't take any shit. I think I think he's
yeah,
very clever guy.
I feel like it depends on you, because he always likes and like, you know how when he replies to questions sometimes, he's like sassy sometimes.
I think he just hasn't got time to mess about. That's how I see it. I mean,
Yeah.
he's there for a reason. And the thing is, if you ask a question, you just answer it straight, and that's it. You're just not there to make friends. You know, he's sharing his opinions and stuff. That's what it is. So, I mean, I'm similar in a way, but I just don't call out people that talk shit. I just can't be bothered with it, to be honest. I just ignore people that say anything in the stream. But when it comes to like opinion, you know, he puts across his opinion, says what he said, because that's how he sees it, and then you don't have to agree. That's the main thing. But then in that opinion, there's also a lot of very important information you should probably pay attention to, because that's the experience side that's coming out. Which, if you can kind of take apart what he says sometimes and then take the bits that you need, that's where you're gonna, I think, personally progress. Especially if you're new. I know Black Box has been trading for a while anyway, but for new people, you don't take it like he's not shouting at someone or taking it out on you or something. Well, he does sometimes, because they're just some idiots about. But a lot of the things he says is they're very straightforward, but they're very, very good with knowledge.
Yeah, I feel like he's more nurturing when I ask him questions and on like DMs and stuff than he would be to.
Because you're a snowflake.
He would be to someone else. A snowflake.
Bruh, that's gotta be it. He's never soft with no one.
He likes me.
No, I think a lot of people like you, mate.
I don't know why.
You put the effort in. Like I said, you put the effort in. Like I said to you before, is keep things steady, take time, no rushing.
Yeah, not anymore. I used to.
That's it. As long as you calm things, just step by step. Everyone does it. We'll get there eventually. There's no rush.
Yeah, I said that to Rakeel earlier today. He was giving me some like tips on Instagram and just what I need to do to be better. And I was just like, "You're so helpful. Like, why are you so helpful with me? Like, I'm not special." And he's like, he goes, "Stop acting like a little girl." And then he's like, "But seriously."
Yep. That's it. But I think it's that everyone's there to help, and even I've had a few opinions, and people, Raquel's said similar stuff to me. Ted's mentioned a few things in the past about what I'm trying to take on as well.
Raquel called you a little girl too?
No, I ain't. That's the thing. So I'm just not. I'm angry, man. I'm from the UK, so they probably.
Yeah, Brits are assholes, wankers.
Yeah. No, but to be fair, you take it. Again, for me, I take a lot from what they say. I mean, people have opinions on how a stream should be done. Doesn't mean it's the way. It's the same as trading. So there's things that I personally would like to see on a stream, and that's what I'm trying to create. So if I was to look at Raquel's stream, that's ideal. That was the best thing I'd ever come across. So not that there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's phenomenal. But why not improve it, or try to do something that's a little bit different? Take from what you can. It's the same as getting opinions off others. So
yeah, it's like with Ted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly it.
Hey, you still have your runner in, Paul?
No, God no. It would have been stopped out if I did.
Yes, I figured. I had to pop off for a couple minutes and get on a phone call, but I'm back on here now.
Yeah, no, I took mine. I closed everything at that Wickville.
Yeah, I did the same. I took, let's see, my runner, I took 10 pips, and then the other one I took at 8 pips.
Yep.
GJ 15 minutes, pretty interesting.
That's what I was thinking, too. I was honestly thinking that closed up, well, it's pretty much right at the previous 15 wick.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really got much range on it right now, but it's a nice sign for further. I mean, because this 30 minutes not got a lower. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at gold as well at the same time. It's not got a top wick because obviously it's only just started, so we're coming down to potentially go back up and reject that 330 zone, kind of around 330 in my opinion. But we'll see. It didn't have a wick on the 15, so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking because stops right here could theoretically be placed below the 30, which would only be like 6 pips.
Yeah, we got a higher low.
We look at a buy soon for gold.
We got a higher low. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh man.
What did you say? Something about gold? I didn't hear that.
Do you see an entry for a buy on the gold soon or no?
Not at the minute. No. Over 50, in my opinion, over kind of you could take potentially buy stops around 58. In my opinion, hoping to stay a rejection of 55 if we get back down to 55 and come back up, and anything above 58 upwards will be a good shout, because then you're looking for levels above 58 to probably reach around 60 to 62. That would be my targets. But at the start of the week, I said on the stream I was doing, I was looking to be taking buys above 62 or 61 and a half up until like the low 70s. So that was my main trade, but now we're seeing a bit of momentum continuation. I'm looking at buys, obviously, but you have to wait to see kind of on like 30 minutes. I'd say looking at buy stops myself at kind of about 57, 650, 700, something like that. If we can continue up past there and break the the 58 level, then we should be going to like 155.60. I would have thought pretty quick. I thought it was actually going to do it then, but you've kind of got a little zone from about 55. I don't know, 55.4.
Talking about gold?
Yeah, from about 50. Oh, sorry, yeah, 155.4. In my opinion, to about 58, so about 40 pip range currently, which we did break out for small range, and it's kind of creating a bigger one. So if it breaks above 58, there's a good chance, and we can hold on a lower time frame, create support. There's a good chance we'll hit 155.60 pretty quickly. Then obviously above 62, which would be my original weekly target, I'll be looking to take trades above 61, 62 to like just low 70s. You've only got very good candle on a 4 hour, I think it is. 4 hour candle on gold above 60 would be a good option to have.
Yeah, it's just like all the 4 hour candles are small.
But this is just a slow movement, because gold will move like that and then it'll break up real quick. So like you see to the left as well, on the larger time frame, 4 hour, you see got some real big clean candles. Maximise them when we get to that point. It depends what people's targets are as well. So, I mean, if you're only aiming short term stuff, then there's plenty of opportunity to get a trade.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. Like when y'all talk about psychology, that it helps so much.
It's a hard subject, dude. I think it's a hard subject.
This really is.
Yep.
And
Super
when
interesting.
y'all break it down and explain it, it helps so much people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's when you take it into account, like, because everything, what you're working in an environment, from trade point of view, in a trading environment which is consistently changing, and to keep a straight kind of emotional tie with a certain thing is very hard. To keep the same processes going when everything's changing so much, I think putting it all together is pretty hard sometimes. But I mean, even I like today, when there's people talking about taking trades on, I don't know, G-Card or something, I was extremely disciplined in the fact that I saw some amazing opportunities, to be fair, and I would have took them if it was my chance, and I didn't. But that's just being super strict. The amount, how I've really wanted to take trade, because obviously on a live stream as well, it'd be cool to do a trade to show that you took a trade and you made some money, but it wasn't part of my plan. If I've got to sit there all day, then I'll sit there all day. But the discipline side is pretty important when it comes to psychology stuff.
Yeah, discipline is really key. And I think that's another thing, like a lot of people lack to see, is a lot of y'all profitable, consistent traders. Y'all have so much discipline, and your work ethic is really insane.
Yeah, I mean, I've exceeded my own expectations in work ethic in the last probably month and a half, 2 months. I've done so much more than I thought I was going to. I've been non-stop, man. It's unreal. But as well as trading, different stuff, and it's good because you keep busy, you keep your mind active. I mean, I'm a bit tired, to be honest. Not, like Paul said, I had a bit of sleep, and I must have needed it because I fell asleep for ages. But that work ethic doesn't go away. But that's the same with learning. If you put that effort in, then you're going to get something out in time. But you have to be patient. You can't just expect all that shit to happen overnight. So it will happen, but you just have to be. It's patience. You've got to believe in what you're doing. Like Paul's second attempt at the same trade, that could have put a lot of people off. They've made a loss, right? I'm not doing it. But he's had the balls to say, right, okay, I might have made a mistake, and analyse why he messed up in the first place, which is, I personally think the stop loss was too tight. But that was his choice at the time. But from that, he's not been damaged in his head to the point, oh, I'm not going to take it. You still believe in your original plan. Go with it.
My analysis is too good to not believe in it.
That's it. But I mean, if you believe your option, you can analyse why you fucked up the first one.
Yep.
So now okay, if I'm in this position again, let's not be silly and have like a 1 pip stop loss or whatever it was, because that's what's created it. I think. I mean, there might be a different reason, but if you look on a lower time frame, see that it created like a resistance that it needed to. Like it's just going to wick out of like a resistance support area to continue up. You might needed that. So it could be a lot of different variations, but I think in that case it's probably just too tight. But then having the balls to continue and take that again on the basis that you still believe you're correct in your assumption that you're going to continue up, then fine. And then you still took it. I mean, many people you put off and say, look, that's it, I'm not taking that trade. Come back in a half hour and have another look. But then you would have missed the move. You'd be in this position where you are now, and you would have ranged and done relatively nothing. We just had an opportunity. I thought potentially it was an interesting point on a 15-minute where it kind of exceeded the previous candle. Now would it then continue up with a little pullback? Now it's kind of already broke the bottom of that already. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff to look at.
Yeah, I don't know how many more moves it's gonna give. Maybe one more, but I don't think that's gonna happen until probably like 11 or 12.
I think if this one was to kind of push up and get to the top of the previous 15-minute, you've got a chance. When you're looking at the 30-minute, that's got no top wick. So this could just be like a little kind of liquidity grab to push back up and continue, which you'd be looking to fill the wick to the left on 30 minutes to like, 143, 485 or something, whatever it was, something. Which makes sense because you created like a resistance level now. So if this is creating some kind of support, wicking down to the same kind of area, which is an important level for a long time, 330-ish, this could be a push now at the end of the hour to then continue up. Just especially on the basis you've not got a wick, but then obviously with the lower volume you don't always get wicks. But
yeah, but we got a higher high and now a higher low, so
exactly. Yeah, so if you're looking at it on the 30-minute basis, although it's only small, it did previously close higher. So it does put signs looking like it could be going that direction again. Obviously, following bullish momentum that we've had previously. So there's options, but I mean, like you said, it's at the minute it's just not really the perfect time. Because if you look as well, hourly is a nice option, just based that you've got a nice support. We could just be wicking down to kind of create like a wick off that support to then push up on the hour.
Oh yeah, the hourly looks real nice.
Oh yeah, that support level it's created there is very nice. At that level, that's very good for later continuation, potentially in London as well. But we'll have to see. I haven't looked at news or anything actually. I've not really done that yet.
No news till 3:30 on GBP, and that's about it for GJ.
Well, tomorrow might be a good day. Thursday. Well, now it's Thursday already, so might be a good day. I'll just start my stream now, shall I? Shall I just do it now? Just while I'm here, I'll just turn it on for like a 12-hour stream.
Get some
I'll
nice.
call into work and I'll sit up with you all night.
Man, no, I'm gonna go downstairs, go have coffee, chill out. I think, but I'm just looking at GJ whether it's worth taking entries. But I'm not really trading now. But I mean, but in your head, if you would take an entry now, is it a good option? I like doing that. Just kind of seeing if in my head I was correct.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it too, fellas.
Alright, man.
We'll see y'all in the morning.
Yes, sir.
See you later, dude.
See you later.
Alright, bro.
I've got so many messages. I probably should get off and do some messages too.
I don't know. I'm liking the way this thing's forming.
Yeah, don't rush into stuff. How many trades you made? Oh, is this your end of your day, no?
Yep.
Ah, okay. See, for me, I count this as the end of my day, Asian session. If I ever take Asian entries, that's the end of my day. And then London's like the start. So I've got London, New York, and then Asian's like my night time, although that's like my end trade. My day doesn't start with Asian, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So it's kind of similar to you. I suppose actually your day could potentially end in London now, couldn't it?
Would
you count that as your next? I suppose that you count that as your next day, don't you?
Yeah, that'd be my next day because I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, this closes above. That'll be another candle closing above that 4-hour zone.
What have we got? 4-hour.
Three
Yeah, 4 hours good, man. I like 4 hour. I would like to see it break and stay above, like, where is it?
It's about to close over 358.
350. Yeah, 350. Well, you know that chart I sent you this morning, this afternoon, whenever it will be for you.
Yep.
No, so that 350 level is the important level for me. That I've had marked for since probably Monday, Sunday even.
We're about there.
If it gets to that, if it gets to there, then I think above there, then you got 144.
Yeah, it's at 349. So, and the previous candle closed above.
All looks good so far. I mean, you've got a lovely gap between 144 and where you are now. So, if you can push a bit higher, then you've got a good chance of, as long as you don't get a rejection off here, kind of this between here and 400. If you get a rejection that comes back but below 350 towards this support on the 1 hour, I'll be careful just in case that's kind of a. If you look to the left on the 1 hour, you've got a candle that broke through the 350 level and then instantly rejected it down. Kind of on the hour, you see like you have like a one touch and then down.
Yep.
That I'll just be careful of that situation.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything, but
you've had a similar thing happen as well on like the 10th of January on the 1 hour.
Yep.
It's pretty strong level. I mean, if we get above and stay above and continue and reach the top of this kind of previous 1 hour wick, then there's a good chance that you're going to be going up pretty quick.
Yeah, because that this high right here, that's the weekly high. So. I mean, buy stops above there would probably be smooth.
Yeah, makes sense. But you've got to make sure you've got that momentum, and obviously you know that you've got that weekly level. What you said, the weekly high, was it that one? Yeah. You should be careful you don't get a rejection off that. So you kind of, if you're playing a buy stop game, you probably want to make sure you've got enough momentum to get past that strongly, and then it will continue instead of getting to it and then bouncing back off.
Yeah, I would put it like 10 pips above, probably like 550.
I mean, like I said, you've got from where you've written target for runner, that level there, somewhere around that, you've got so much room up to 44. There's no problem. You can take 10, 15, 20, 30 pips all in one go. There's no rush. It's just being in the market at the right time. So if it shows its options now, then go for it. Alright, on that note, I'm going to go make coffee, chill out for a bit, and then what's the time? It's getting off 2 o'clock. I might have a little sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to go do cardio and head off to bed.
Alright, man. Well, it's good fun anyway. I'll try and pop in a bit more, dude, and hopefully everyone in the chat, appreciates it as well.
Hey, Paul, are you getting up for Chris's session tonight or no?
Yep.
Alright, cool. I haven't been on one yet, so I'm going to try to get on Chris.
I won't waste time. It's wasting time, man. There's no point.
Wanker.
So you better guarantee me some pips tonight, alright?
The call I made this morning, you would have made a good 40, 50, 60 pips this afternoon.
Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm game.
No, feel free to pop in now. Appreciate it.
Yep, I'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Alright, sounds good, guys. I'm going to pop off.
Yeah,
yep.
See you guys in a while.
See you soon.
Guys, I'll see you in a bit.
Yep. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming. I'm going to call it a night. GJ's just going to range probably till midnight or London session, so I'd say a good 2 or 3 more hours till you get any type of quality move. So just be careful, but thanks for coming. If you liked it, make sure you press that subscribe button and give the video a like. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our last session of the week.